Hey everyone, Dr. Document Camera here, and today I've got the Vidifox DV485. Now the DV485 isn't like your average document camera. As you can see, it's quite large. It's what we might refer to as a platform camera. Now these are commonly found in higher education classrooms, courtrooms, basically any place where you're going to put it down and leave it there. And it has a platform, as you can see, this bottom right here. Not only does it provide a nice stage and a nice white background, I have the control panel being shown there, but you can just adjust the camera head. We have a perfect white background there, so you can put any object on it. You can also light it up. We have lamps on the side as well as a light box. So if you have a translucent object or a transparent object, you can light it from underneath, or x-rays, film negatives, anything like that. You can display it on here. Even your old transparencies, you know. But the DV485 is a great bargain for a document camera. At under $500, you're getting a lot. As you see here, you're getting a nice big camera, great work surface. We've got HDMI and VGA outputs as well as inputs, and it can do full motion 1080p video. So as you can see, I'm moving my fingers around, real time, 1, 2, 3, no delay. It's a great camera. And it is adjustable. We can have it adjust all the way around. I have no idea what you would do with it like that, but you can look at the ceiling if you wanted to. So you got a lot of adjustment with the camera. All your controls are right here in the front. You have your record button. You can switch between a computer and the camera if you're using it as a pass-through. Brightness, focus, lamp on and off, freeze, zoom, everything's right there, ready to go at your fingertips. So at under $500 with all those features, that's a great deal. But that's not all it can do. Let's take a regular old computer mouse, USB. We could plug this into the USB port on the camera. Straighten it out first, right? Let's plug it back in here. Just so you know, this is the actual mouse from my desk, so it proves that I'm not working right now while I do this video. So we take our mouse, and as you can see, the mouse cursor shows up on screen now. I'll even put my hand under it so you can see the white mouse cursor right there. All we got to do is drag it off to the side and click, and this menu comes up. Now, in this menu, you have annotation capabilities, blue, red, and yellow. So we can pick one of these colors. It takes a screenshot of whatever's up there, so not a live image anymore. But now, just by holding down the mouse button, I can draw all over my screen. I can capture this image, save it back to a USB drive, back to a computer, SD card, whatever you want to do. So once you're done with your annotation, as I mentioned, you can save it, or you can just go ahead and get rid of it. You have an eraser, you can erase all. You can adjust your line thickness over here, flip your image around, pull up all the thumbnails of saved images, and then you even have, pull it back up again, we have to go back to our live image, hit the little clapboard at the top, and now we're back at a live image again. But you hit this wrench button, and it's going to bring up all the other camera features. All the tools that you have down here in the control panel, you now have up there. So you don't have to be standing at the camera. You can have your mouse wherever. You could be holding the mouse and controlling everything right from where you are. Everything's right there. Pretty cool, right? But that's not all it can do. This camera is also wireless. That's right. All we got to do is click on the home button down in the center. It's going to take us into this menu here. We can access the camera, files on the camera, and settings. And when you go into your settings, all you got to do is select network and enable Wi-Fi. So you can do it one of two ways. You can either hook this up to your Wi-Fi network, or you can use this as a hotspot and have its Wi-Fi network turn on. I have it connected to our in-house network here. So now that it's actually on, I'm going to go back into my camera. Now you might be asking, what do you do with that? Well, Vidifox has an iPad app. Only available for iPad, doesn't work on Android, so you have to use your iPad, which we have right here. I have the app pulled up, and it has found the camera. The iPad is on the same network. Here's our camera. We're just going to select it. And it's going to take a second for this to come up, but you'll recognize this menu here. It's the same menu that came up before. I can now select annotation tool, and it takes a minute to screenshot. If you look up at the big screen, you'll see the same image. It actually says image up the top. So you know it is a screenshot and it's not live. My hand's not showing up on the screen right now. So from the iPad, I can draw, shows up there. It's doing it in real time. I annotate over it, shows up on the big screen. So now you can be free to move around the room and control what's happening on your camera. You don't have to just sit there holding the mouse. You don't have to sit there with a marker like you did back in the day. So we clear out the annotation same as before. It is the same menu. We go back to our live image and you can do all the same stuff I mentioned earlier. You can go and you can record, save images, open up our menu, we can zoom in and out like so. And you see it happening up there as I'm doing it on the iPad. We can flip to a negative. I don't know why you would do that, but it's pretty cool. You can turn the lamps on and off right there, right from the iPad. And when you're done, you just hit the door and it exits. So there you have it. It's the Vidifox DV485. Great deal for a document camera, and it's wireless. You really can't beat it. Give Dr. Document Camera a call if you have any questions. The good news, it's available without a prescription.